thing I wanted to bring up, Luke, we didn't touch on this when we talked about the Wizards game, but in the fourth quarter, Jalen Suggs came down on someone's ankle, rolled his right ankle, hopped back to the locker room, couldn't put any pressure on the ankle. He did not come back. Today he was listed as day-to-day, so he's questionable for Monday's game in Atlanta. So glad, that he's not going to – it doesn't seem like he's going to miss, a lot of time. So we got lucky with that one. A lot of people are like, oh, my gosh, Jalen Suggs is going to be listed day-to-day, and we're not going to see him until March.
No, so that's the thing, right? Like, that was the thing that kind of irritated me. Like, a lot of people were like, oh, he's gonna be out for months. This front office, man, this front office knows they can't afford that for the development of Jalen Suggs. If he can play, he's gonna play. Like, I get that we're mad.
Conversation then. But so what's going on with Markelle and J.I.?
No clue.
Yeah.
I got nothing. I have no idea what's going on with them, but I do know that they're years into their career, right? Obviously, they need to develop more, right? A J.I. offensively, or pick up where he left off in the bubble offensively. Defensively, no one's worried about J.I. Markelle has improvements that need to be made, and will benefit, obviously, from more reps and everything. But, yeah, no, as far as Jalen Suggs, this is a completely different situation. This is not like even when the Magic come down to the end of the season and they're resting guys for stupid things, Jalen Suggs and Franz Wagner, Jalen especially, just needs to continue to get PT, get reps, and continue to get better and fix turnover problems and everything else, and just like get the feel for the game. That he can't afford to be out games that he can play. And I think that's what we're seeing. Guys like Markelle and J.I., yes, I mean, they're coming off of major injuries. This is completely different to me. So, yeah, I think that as far as Jalen goes, I'm happy that he'll be back shortly. And, I never thought they would, but for the people who thought, the Magic are going to hold him out, absolutely not.
Well, what was concerning to me is that, like, he hopped off, didn't put any pressure on that ankle, and it looked like a pretty significant roll. So I was like, okay, like, we might not see him, like, this week. I thought at the most, like, maybe he's out a week or two. But you are correct. It is different circumstances, especially with Markelle. Like, Markelle, like, let's not forget that guy is just, like, 10 months out from tearing his ACL. It's not the Jonathan Isaac. As much as people want to lump those together, I think there is something to the sense that the Magic kind of want to hold these guys out as long as possible, make sure they're ready to go, accumulate a few more L's along the way, might not hurt. With Markelle, though, I don't think it's as big of a deal that he's not playing yet, even though John Hammond came out and said, oh, well, he might be ready for opening night type of thing. Yeah, that's exactly why.
That's the reason.
And that's the reason that the Magic don't say anything, because when it doesn't happen, now everyone's like, what's going on? Everyone's all upset. Producer Kevin, all right, tonight, when he found out that Klay Thompson is roughly 5 to 6 weeks from returning, is now irate. He basically said, I've been giving everyone the benefit of the doubt with these guys, coming back. But now I'm, like, really upset. And my response was like, Kevin, I've been upset like 10 times since the ACL injury. Welcome to the party. My keg is now empty. I don't have the ability right now, without having anything else change, to get irate over this. This is what I think it is. Again, a couple other L's, along the way doesn't hurt the Magic and, the tanking project or the rebuilding project if you're looking to get another high pick this year. What it comes down to for me, and we don't have any proof of this, Jonathan Isaac gets hurt New Year's Day, 2020.
Yeah.
Supposed to be like a 6 to 8 week injury at the time, something like that. Obviously, the entire league shuts down. Now we're getting ready for the bubble, and it's not entirely clear whether or not Jonathan Isaac is going to participate in the bubble. And then all of us are like, yo, it's been 6 months. You said 6 weeks.
Right.
Something went wrong. Something is not right here. So that's kind of when everyone's ears perked up, right? If Jonathan Isaac would have been totally healthy and ready and they wouldn't have said anything about the need to start the bubble, I don't think we're having the same conversation that we are now. Obviously, we all know he plays 2 games, then tears his ACL. Then we're all like, oh my gosh, did he come back too soon? He was still wearing this bulky knee brace, blah, 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 blah. The Magic come out and say the injuries are completely unrelated from one another. It's just 2 freak accidents, okay? Bumps the knee with, I believe it was Bradley Beal. Hurts, the knee the first time, and then, tears his ACL on the hop step against the Kings. What I think it is now is the Magic are just, from like an optics perspective, if he comes back and in any way, shape, or form they are able to be perceived as bringing him back too early, it's a really bad look for them. So they are going all of the way to the complete opposite end of the spectrum and saying, we are going to hold him out so long that it seems ridiculous. So there is no room for doubt if he does come back and, please, Jesus, God forbid, he hurts himself again. I will not know what to do with myself.
Yeah.
They are just looking to avoid that at all costs. By all reports, there haven't been any type of setbacks or anything like that. Even recently we heard he was still wearing the brace. Seems like he's kind of weaning off of that. I will not be irate with this until Christmas comes and goes. If we hit January 1st and we've not seen Jonathan Isaac, keg just pulled up, Kevin. It's game time. Then we will burn this mother to the ground. We will get on this podcast. I will scream in frustration. I will ask for names, addresses, what's happening, what's going on. Not really addresses. This is not a threat to anyone. Okay, let's get that clear. But I will be very upset if we do not see Jonathan Isaac by the 1st of January without some kind of lengthy, like, okay, guys, this is what's really happening. We've kept you waiting and waiting and waiting. Yeah. Here's everything. And then we can analyze what in the HE double hockey sticks happened.